What's up, everybody? Richard and Adam, TrueShot, back today for another reaction video. And yes, we are remote because yesterday, we're recording this on Tuesday, January 19th, and August Burns Red just recently released a new song. We wanted to get on it. We didn't want to wait all the way till Monday. By the way, I mean, guys in ABR, if you're watching this, I mean, come on, you got to release your songs on Mondays or Fridays, you know, so that way.
Yeah, so they know we react to these things.
Yeah, I mean, they know. I mean, geez, we react on Monday, so you either got to release it on a Monday or release it on a Friday, you know, and that way it's less days. But on a Tuesday, I mean.
Right. I couldn't wait.
Yeah.
I needed to listen to it.
Right. So we're doing a quick little remote reaction here. So I'm looking forward to getting into this. I tried to avoid any sort of spoiler on this, but trying to avoid a spoiler on, you know, songs from bands like ABR is like trying to avoid.
Just can't.
Yeah, it's like trying to avoid spoilers of The Walking Dead in 2013. I mean, it's just not possible.
So I haven't heard anything bad about this yet. I hear it's nasty.
Okay, well, here we go.
Here's a banger. So let's get into it, man.
Yeah, this is ABR, Standing in the Storm. This is an unreleased track from Guardians, by the way. So here we go.
B-sides, I'm assuming. That punk beat. Solo action? Interesting imagery here.
Okay.
Damn, dude.
So we got ABR, Standing in the Storm. I know that you're the ABR guy, so go for it, man.
Listen, man, I enjoyed this. I did read some things online, you know, particularly to kind of more about what it was about.
Can I give a theory on it before? Because if you saw something online, can I give a theory? To me, it looks like a failed marriage. What's up, guys? Richard here. Just wanted to chime in real quick as I'm editing this reaction up real quick. I know I use the term failed marriage, and I think that has a negative connotation, so I just wanted to quickly just step in and just say, like, when I say failed, I don't mean like, you know, that word, but I just, you know, I think that's just kind of the term that kind of goes hand in hand with a marriage that, you know, comes to an end. So I didn't mean anything negative by it. I just really wanted to quickly just clarify that comment there in particular. Enjoy the rest of the review. I mean, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. What I got from it, though, is that you have the juxtaposition of, you know, the marriage ceremony. You see the rings and stuff like that there.
And the tornado.
And then the tornado, and it kind of like goes between the two scenes of the marriage, and then it's like the chairs are knocked over. So that's the vibe that I got from it immediately. At first, I was kind of like, I didn't really know what to make of the imagery, but then when I saw the marriage stuff, but then when I saw like the tornado come in and stuff like that, I was like, okay, this is obviously representing a failed marriage of some kind, you know, the battlefield, the tanks, that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, I guess there is a, I think the theme of this is marriage as a battlefield, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, I think, I do know that he is going through a divorce, and I literally just found that out today, you know, in just kind of popped up through my feed. It's not something I was looking for, but it kind of popped up. So,
who
you know,
is?
I think, I believe Matt is.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know it was about one of the guys. Okay, okay.
And again, I don't know for sure, but I believe that is what this is kind of demonstrating.
Oh, wow.
I do know that, you know, Matt is one of the band members that hold the faith close to him, right? So
yeah,
I know that it's negatively looked at in a sense, from a religious standpoint, but you know, I think it's more modern these days that it does happen, and people can move forward. I think it's a new beginning for him. I'm not going to sit here and kind of, you know, talk about, you know,
psychoanalyze. Right, I get you.
It is what it is. I mean, I think it's a new beginning for him. I think that it's not the end of a road for him in his personal life. I think it's just, you know, a new beginning. It's going to be a new Matt Grenier. Moving forward, he's going to have to, you know, rebuild his personal side of it. I think that could lead to, you know, more, oh man, why am I losing the words? Inspiration, you know? I couldn't hear, because the way we're doing this remote, I didn't have great audio, so I couldn't, you know, this song sounded sick, you know. I think, you know, once I give it another listen, I'm going to have more to say about it, but I thought it really had a feel not on Guardians. It didn't have that Guardians feel. It really had more of, I would say, like the middle of the road discography for them, with a little bit of Messengers in there.
Now, I know that you said that the audio wasn't great on your end, but how do you, you know, how do you stack this one up in terms of, you know, because obviously, you know, because it was an unreleased track from Guardians, so how do you stack this one up?
I can see why it didn't make the album, because it definitely at least to me, this first listen had a different sound. I might feel differently after, you know, really going through and listening to it and digesting it. I can see why it didn't make it from a sound perspective, but from I think it definitely can hang with those. I don't think it's necessarily B-side quality. You know what I mean? It's not, you know, it's not like, it's not quite ABR, so it's going to be a B-side. I think it definitely, if they had elongated the album tracks, I think it could have made it. I just feel that the reason it might not have, based on my opinion, would be just it didn't have the same feel as the rest of the album.
I would agree, because I think with Guardians, because Guardians, you know, for those of you watching, made all of me, you, and Derek's top 5 albums.
That was my album of the year.
Yeah, so to me, Guardians had a lot of like, you know, those signature ABR kind of instrumentals, but it also had a lot of, it was very breakdown-y and a lot of I mean, there were some softer tracks, but there were a lot of like some even like, you know, like more, you know, quote unquote modern breakdowns and whatnot. So I definitely see why this didn't make it. To me, this was more, it was very ABR in terms of just like the signature instrumental styles that I'm used to hearing from them. But it also had like a very, like the lead particularly was very somber kind of feel, like just kind of just like, it was just very like,
I mean, obviously purposeful for the topic of the song. But again, it's not typical ABR when we start talking about, you know, what they sound like and stuff. I mean, they've done some, what's cool about ABR is they've done, you know, kind of country, western, you know, and like, you know, they've done majoring the minors. So they're one of those bands that has experimented over the years, so you can't really pigeonhole them and say that's not ABR,
right?
Because they've done a really good job of broadening the sound that they utilize. So again, I can see why it didn't make Guardians, but I definitely think that this is, you know, a tight ABR track. I can't wait to listen to it on good speakers. And even with the poor quality that I had, just because we're going through Rich's Roadcaster and it's coming back to me, you know, it just felt thin, to be expected because just the audio quality. So, you know, if it's anything like their previous stuff, it's going to smack. And I'm interested to get back into it. Listen to it again.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, I definitely just stylistically, I could see why this didn't make Guardians, but from what you could hear, do you have any idea of like what kind of album this may have fit better on? Because I know that you're an ABR guy, so
yeah, I definitely think it would be middle of the discography. I think it had a little bit of Messengers, a little bit of maybe Leveler in there, but I think it just wasn't like, didn't have that full Guardian sound. So I think it was a good mix of all, but I definitely heard some Messengers in there, and then kind of like their you know, midlife, you know, in terms of discography, their mid-discography.
Right. Well, did you want to add anything else, or?
No, I do want to say I think 2020 has really brought out the emotional side of just metalcore in general. I mean, you know, we've reacted to Darko with Donna. You know, Spirit Box had Constance. Not to throw us in the same ring as them, but we had a song in 2019 called Kara, you know, about your mother. So, you know, I think, I don't want to say it's something new, but I think it's becoming, I just think it's becoming more prevalent and it's more spoken about. And I think it's good from a mental health perspective. I know that Jake, obviously he has the his gym, and that again mixes mental health awareness and recovery and with working out and that stuff. So I think it fits exactly what their message is and what they're trying to do. And I think that you know, it's empowering to the community to just continue to talk. You don't have to be alone. It's awesome.
Yeah, especially for a band like ABR and their reach to touch on a topic like this. I had no idea that. I mean, like I said, I gathered from the video that it was something to do with a marriage that, you know, was, you know, on the rocks or declining, but I had no idea that it was actually one of the members themselves.
And
so
please,
that's,
you know, if people have gotten that far, this is just based on, you know, comments from other, you know, ABR fans off of the forum. So I'm making an assumption. If that's not it, obviously I'm gonna eat some words here, but that's what I believe it is for. So.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty powerful stuff. But all right, guys.
I don't have anything else to add, man. I'm glad we could get together real quick and get this done. This is awesome.
Yeah. All right, guys. As you can see all around us, we've got all of our usernames, all of our social media, as well as Twitch and Patreon. So make sure you check all those out in the links below, and that'll be it.
Till the next one.
Peace.
Peace.